Flamin poetry. The old man sat in a rocking chair and looked at me and laughed. I'd asked him about a poem he wrote and about the bush poem craft. He stopped his cackling and sized me up and looked me in my eye and said, "You want to write a tale of the bush? Well, this is how you try." Now, the main thing in a bush poem are the words you want to use. A bloody good word is flame, and though it's easy to flame and abuse, he said, shove it in while you're mentioning a feature of the scrub, like the fury in a flamin' bull, or the cost of a coldie at the flamin' pub. Well, this was all very well, a quite simple bush poetry device, but I wanted to extract a little more of this bush poet's sage advice, so I asked him about the rhymes he'd use and how he made them fit. And he chortled again in his rocking chair, then told me, bit by bit, "You've got to pick the proper colour from the tapestry of the land and interweave the pictures in the colours which come to hand. So if you're talking about the dried earth cracked up by a drought, paint pictures with the driest words and rhymes will come about. Or maybe you'll write about bushfires as they make a forest blaze. So you've got to use some fiery words to capture that flame and phase. Look towards some yellow words with some little licks of white to paint the mental image of all those gum trees well alight. If it's a flood you're trying to capture with a well-intended rhyme, then wet the paper with soggy words of nature's dampest crime, coloured by a cloud-grey sky and mud's dark browns and reds, and weave it all together with strings of water silver threads. When you paint a picture with rhyming words of an old cockie's face, don't be afraid to use crinkled words with some wrinkles just in case the farmer's features fade on the page and flatten in your mind, because a nice craggy poem will leave an image of his face behind." Then he pushed his foot against the floor and his chair began to rock, and I tried to think of appropriate words for his toe through his sock, sticking out like a swollen thumb where the darning was undone, and the colours of his leather skin from the weather of too much sun. "Never mind my feet," he said. "If you're going to write a poem of me, then write of my love of the rhyming words in good bush poetry." Then his crow's feet got deeper when he broke open a country smile, and a twinkle danced within his eyes in a burning bush poet style. That happened when I was a kid, and I can still see his chair rocking, his weathered face and a sunburnt toe sticking through his stocking. Colourful words he plucked from the air of the land where he died. The blazing fire of a bushman's poems flaming away inside.